Hey friends, welcome to this video. So I wanted to do this little no holds barred video, just kind of off the cuff. I want to kind of pretend if it's alive just to help me improve my communication. As I mentioned, as I go through this journey, hopefully you're taking away some value, because I know how hard it can be in the beginning, how much resistance there is to be able to put yourself out there. I'll share with you a cool analogy that I heard over the weekend as I was doing my edutainment, my YouTube binge. But it really stuck with me, and it gave me a lot of peace with being able to record things of this nature. And it was in regards to actors, Hollywood. And I'm always using Hollywood as an analogy and as an example, because I think we all kind of glorify Hollywood. That's the ultimate lifestyle. It's like rich and famous. Like, who doesn't want that, right? But the insight, the thought was around the fact that Hollywood, or actors and even singers and rappers to a certain extent, they are the highest paid individuals. They and I'm trying to think exactly the way that it was portrayed. They are the highest paid individuals. They're basically paid in order to portray a fictional character. So I hope you're with me here. They're basically getting paid to be fake. And we're entertained by this fakeness, right? We're entertained by this fictional character. We're entertained by these fictional films, and I believe as you're watching the credits, they even tell you, these characters are fictional. They were created in order to film this movie, and the way that I really thought about it, it's like, damn, like communication and speaking and being able to portray a character, man, it really is a skill. And I think I've shared it in some of my videos in the past, that you look at the highest paid people in the world, anything from politicians to businessmen, CEOs, people that run countries, organizations, moving Hollywood aside, it's everybody who is using their communication, their verbal skills and expertise to be able to move the masses. Like, wow, that's powerful. That's why I'm so passionate about communication, and just building the confidence, building the know-how, and being able to really elaborate on your thoughts and your intellect, because it's really, really important. And I hope you realize that, because it's like I said, I believe it's a skill that really, how can I say it? I know it really gets taken for granted, but I think it really gets dumbed down with the way we're brought up. We're indoctrinated in school. Everything is about intellect, and learning and just consuming all of this data, and acquiring these prestigious, papers called degrees, when in fact, really what you need is, and I'm not saying you don't need intellect, but what you need is the ability to be able to put and portray this intellect into the world. and be able to put it into action. Because yeah, we have all of these thoughts, all of these ideas. We can read 100 books on personal development, but if we do not take any action on what we're learning, we really won't see any results. And that's where it's a little bit harder to gauge the success or the progress that you make in improving your speech, in improving your sales skills or your communication, is that you're not always rewarded immediately. You're not rewarded directly with a monetary result. Like for example, myself, I haven't seen any monetary results with like speeches I have given. I haven't seen any like crazy monetary results with any of the content that I've created or what have you. But there's been so many indirect growth. I really have been able to kind of get out of my shell. There's a lot of confidence that I've received from doing these crazy videos and just forcing myself to hit record and forcing myself to take a speech class at Toastmasters, forcing myself to meet new people at networking events, forcing myself to improve my social life. I'm a single man, so I force myself, if I see somebody who I'm attracted to, and be able to say hello and things of that nature. Forcing myself to grow in my career, introduce myself to higher level managers, forcing myself on taking on side hustles that require you to make cold calls, where you have to be selling to people or promoting and marketing. All of these things have really contributed to my growth, and that's why I think it's really, really important for you to continue to work on this particular skill. And as I mentioned, it's like we get sidetracked on why this is so important. At least I have, because like I said, you're not gonna see that direct benefit. You're not going to see that monetary result immediately. But man, if I could share the type of growth, the type of momentum, the type of flow that I have experienced, and as my dog is barking, if you can hear it in the background, hopefully this mic is canceling a lot of the noise that I get. That's another thing I've mentioned in my some of my other videos. Just the resistance that you get anytime you're trying to progress in something that is not necessarily normal, which is another good thing to add as well. Doing this type of shit is not normal. Normal is, like I said, going back to school and adding another degree to your wall, thinking that you're going to fix your problems by adding another degree to your wall, when maybe you need to take that Toastmasters class that I mentioned, to just be able and work up the courage and be able to communicate the skills that you can bring to an organization, so you can get that promotion. You need the confidence, the social confidence to be able to approach your boss and ask them for that promotion, or even that project that you can contribute and prove that you're ready for that next level. So that's why I just kind of wanted to just record this video, like I said, and not script anything, not make any bullet points, which I am a fan of at least doing bullet points. I'm definitely not a fan of scripting. I honestly believe, I don't know why teleprompters exist. That is definitely a how can I say, not even training wheels, but that's a big negative if you really want to become a lot better at your communication. And actually, I'll confess, as much as I say to consider Toastmasters as a good starting point, there's also a lot of negatives that I believe come from Toastmasters, because to a certain extent, their speeches start becoming a lot scripted, a lot more monotone, and a lot more corporate. For lack of of better words, because they really in the Toastmasters group, they really absorb you on all of your filler words, your your what ifs, your you knows, which is good. You do want to eliminate those filler words. However, some of my best mentors in regards to speaking or content creation, man, these guys have so many filler words. They pause so much. They don't have like the best like they're very improv. They're very impromptu is the word I'm looking for, which is, man, that's the style that I love, where you're just off the cuff and to be honest, like those are the messages that really get you here. They really get you to the heart, and I think that's really the people that progress, and that's really the people that can deliver a message that will move the world, and a message that will honestly, I believe, will be evergreen, which is kind of the content that I'm trying to focus on, and the content that I try to bring to you is something that will live on in your minds, in your heart, and your spirit as you go along this journey called life. So, okay, I think I'm at 12 minutes of no holds barred, no editing, just off the cuff from the heart, and wanted to share that insight that I heard, is that think about how important it is for you to improve your communication, because the biggest movers, the biggest shakers of the world are using their vocal skills. They're using their communication to be able to achieve their goals, to be able to move the world. All right, guys. So I'll go ahead and stop it there. But hope you enjoyed the video. And as I mentioned, feel free to share, like, or subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.